left Greenland in good winds and made good progress the first 3 days. But then the wind disappeared, so we started the motor. This part of the world is known for fast-moving low pressures with lots of wind, so we were surprised of the calm conditions, but didn't want to wait too long for the winds to come back. Of course we prefer to sail, but the upside with going by motor is the absence of rocking and tilting of the boat. It is very relaxing just to sit and enjoy the ride, maybe watch a TV series or two. One night we even had the northern lights spanning from east to west on the whole horizon. After 6 days we reached Westmanna Island south of Iceland. We were met by a friendly welcome committee of the harbour master, the police and 2 people from the Customs and Border Patrol. They told us that the rule had recently changed, so to get into Iceland we need to quarantine on the boat for 14 days before stepping on land. That was hard to hear, because the island looked so nice and our minds were set on relaxing days on land. Instead we fueled up with diesel and set our course towards Faroe Island, 3 to 4 days away. We also said goodbye to Oscar, Lisa and Bertil on Hilma. It is interesting how close we have gotten since we first met in Charleston in the US. So it was a sad and emotional goodbye, with lots of happy memories and a promise to meet again. So 12 hours after we left Iceland, our rudder bearings start to complain very loudly actually. I don't know what's wrong, but something is wrong. You can see it. I'm not sure if you can see this, but it's this gasket here, rubber gasket. Inside there we have some water, which usually we don't have, so it's not just noisy, it's also leaking a little bit of water. I don't know how serious this is, but we have another 2.5 days to go before we come to Faroe Island. There's not more friction in the rudder, so that's a good sign. So hopefully it's just the noise. So now we sleep in the saloon instead of here, and sail a little bit slower just to make sure it doesn't get any worse. Faroe Island.
The Green Islands.
Yeah.
It should be named Greenland, and Greenland should be named Iceland.
Yeah, exactly. We're all confused here.
Yes.
But despite the name confusion, it's a very nice island, or islands. Faroe Islands are a lot of islands with small sounds between the islands. But we had a lot of current coming here.
It was one who told us, like, if you're going to Faroe Island, you have to be stubborn, because if you're going with a plane, it's always turbulence, and if you're going by boat, you always have the current against you. And
yeah, we had like 6 knots of current coming in. We had it for maybe 3 hours, so that took a long time. But then we have found an app for tidal water, and it updates every 15 minutes. So it seems that they know what they do here. You just have to get hang of it.
Yeah. So, and when I arrived here in Shetland, it was so convenient, because we just called the harbour master, and he said, yeah, it's just to take a place down in the city marina. it will be someone there for you. And then they showed up and showed us what the rules during the COVID here on Faroe Island. And it was a taxi who came in and picked us up and drove us to the test center. And 8 hours later we were free to do Faroe Island without masks, just with hand sanitizer.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing to be on an island because and they check everyone coming in. So they have handled this very well.
Yeah.
Now we are in the old part of Tórshavn.
Yeah.
So we sailed straight to Tórshavn, which is the capital of Faroe Islands.
Yeah, and it's so cute here.
Yeah.
It's small houses with grass on the roof, small roads going up and down, and everything is so narrow.
Yeah, exactly. And, even all parts of the city, I would say, has these roads going crisscross and old and new houses built together, and you can walk everywhere, like between the houses and not only on the streets. So
No, it's like shortcuts between the houses.
yeah, exactly.
So it's
Found quite a lot on the islands. It's been thanks to Einar has driven us all around the Faroe Islands, so we've seen a lot.
yeah.
They have 300,000 tourists per year, and you can see that it's a lot of tourist attractions or tours, I would say, around the islands to see the old part of scenery or go on horses or whale spotting or something.
Helicopter touring.
Yeah, exactly. So it's all kind of, but also in the city There's a lot of galleries and small boutiques.
Anlin
And Frank
invited us for lunch.
yeah, and we thought it would be like a lunch with some food, and but that was like a 4-hour thing.
Yeah.
And tried all the Faroe food.
Yeah.
What we wanted to do to begin with was to
Eat on
check.
this restaurant.
Check.
Rest.
So but that was fully booked. They have a lot of it seems that they have a lot of food traditions here that they keep alive. They have some really good restaurants, well
Yeah.
known. One is a
Had two-star in the...
2-star Michelin.
Yeah.
And and they are small restaurants and booked for weeks and weeks.
They are famous for keeping their tradition with the fermented food, so that's very fun that they have so many restaurants in this small island. It's just 50,000 people living here, so it's
And probably half in Tushan.
yeah, and then they have so good restaurants, so that's really fun. Yeah.
If you see the house behind us, maybe that's where they dry all the food. So it's a ventilated house. So that's where they put all the meat and fish.
You can see it's like...
So this is typical, and like Annelien and Frank, they do it at home. So it's not like a culture or like for a few people. It's more most of the people do that.
Yeah.
Maybe not all in general.
No. Annelien and Frank, they really gave us this smorgasbord, and we had like whale fat. We had
the speck.
salted, air-dried pilot whale.
Yeah.
And we had dried cod, and we had dried lamb leg, and lots of more. And it was some special they had with halibut that they cooked and put in mayonnaise and with shrimps and eggs. So we were like in a birthday party when we were there.
Yeah, we got so full, and then we were invited to Einar and his family in the evening, and then we had a special kind of burger that is with fermented lamb.
Yeah.
It was very tasty. It was. There's a lot of umami taste of all the fermented stuff. This is where we have the boat, so it's a good place to go with a sailing boat because the marina is right in the harbor.
Yeah.
It's only 8 guest
Places.
slips,
Yeah.
but and we've been maximum 5 boats.
Yeah.
And 2 are from Faroe Islands.
Yeah. So this is Tórshavn, and we really enjoyed staying here.
Yeah, I can
And
recommend
if
to
you
go
don't,
there.
yeah, me too. If you don't have a boat, it's an easy flight from Copenhagen.
Yeah.
And go here for a long weekend. You can both hike, have city life, eat good food, and
and,
in a weekend without problems.
Yeah, and we have met some people coming here by their camper vans. Then they take the ferry from Copenhagen and spend some time here, and then they continue to Iceland. And that's an attractive tour, I think.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out with us on Faroe Island. Join us for dinner next week. We're trying one of the most traditional Faroe dishes. All the best from Pål and Lina on Svea.